Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Maximum Inc. Music Magazine's video podcast. I'm your host, Teri Barr. Joining me today, the incredible musician, singer, songwriter, she does it all, Dana Perry. Hi, Dana.
Hi, T-Bar.
Oh, it is so good to see your face, but I know I'm going to see you really soon in person, and that's so exciting. I think as the world is opening, one of the first questions from me to you has to be, how'd you get through this last year? It's been tough.
Oh man, what a loaded question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, by the way. This is I've seen, so my laptop's here, so your face is here, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at you and say it's good to see you, friend.
I love it.
Um, it's yeah, it's been tough. It's definitely been tough. I think like a lot of us, especially a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, not gonna lie, I was pretty down. I was pretty down there, and it took a while for the first couple weeks. And then, I saw so many other musicians, and I just basically saw how musicians were tackling this. They were doing live streams, they were playing in their homes, they were just playing for their neighbors in their cul-de-sac, they were whatever, like they were playing from their balconies, and they were just, and unfortunately there was a lot of musicians that were quitting too, and I'm just like, I can't quit. Like I could never not play music. That's I can't. So I had to find a way to keep going for sure. But thankfully I've been I was like, well, let's do the Cargo Music live stream concert series, because I run things, all things musical for Cargo Coffee East. And, of course, when the pandemic hit, not only did all of my gigs go, but I had to email 25 artists and take their gigs too. So it was heartbreaking. And so it was tough to get through. But then I saw so many live streams. I was like, all right, Cargo Music live stream, and we just went Cargo Music live stream at home with, Cat and the Hurricane, or at home with so and so, and we would just, hey, go live and we'll share it and go crazy, and it'll be awesome. So
Dana, those
so
were
that's,
terrific. You made so many people happy by
and it
doing
started with the
those.
at home, and then once we were able, because I did go back to work at some
Mhm.
point, we opened up,
Yeah.
we did reopen just for drive through, and then we reopened for 25% capacity, and just like all the other businesses, kind of in these phases. But once we had bodies inside, that's when I started inviting artists to the stage after hours with
Yeah.
no audience. We're like, we're not gonna have audience present, but come to the stage. And we got the 4 camera setup and got a cool video switcher. And that's when we started doing the live stream on location. And we were doing that from the stage for over a year now.
Oh my gosh, a year.
And
Are you going to
now,
keep it
as of
going?
this week, Cargo's going back up to 100%
Oh,
capacity.
yay. That is
So now we're having
great.
in-person shows again on Friday and Saturday nights, and I'm so excited.
Okay, heard it here first, everybody. Exciting. And when she's saying Cargo East, it's on East Washington Avenue. You can't miss it. And the
Yeah.
place is just adorable. So you'll
Yeah. And
feel
I
so
mean,
good there.
and I wasn't playing too much. I had a couple of things. I did a live stream or
Yeah.
two from, this music nook right here. This is my little jam space.
Yeah.
And, I did a couple of the Cargo live streams and stuff, but mostly I've just poured myself into this album. Like as far as my own stuff, I've just been working for Cargo and pouring myself into this album. So I'm really excited that it's coming out.
I know. And so that was a perfect segue because the big album release is this weekend. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, excited for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely excited. Overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But looking forward to getting it done. I'm looking forward to just everything, I guess. I don't know. There's
Oh,
no words.
yeah. Give everyone the details on how they can come and celebrate your new music and cheer you and the band on and just be there together. Where is it all happening?
So it's going to be at Boss Meadery, outside in the back, weather provided. And thankfully, if we need to move it inside, we can now.
Mhm.
But we're shooting for outside. It's supposed to be really nice from what
It
there's a
is.
little chance of rain, but we're putting for clear skies. It's at 6:30 p.m. Maggie Shays playing with Elliot is open.
Okay.
Swoon. I adore their music, absolutely. And I'm playing. Jenna Jonas is drumming with me. Adrienne
Woo!
Hampton, her partner, is playing bass with us. Dan Kennedy's playing lead guitar. Kelly Hepper's going to be singing with me. And then after we're playing Soul Doctors, Kelly Hepper's band, Soul
Oh
Doctors
my
is going to close out the
gosh.
night. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
A great night of music ahead. And you're talking Saturday night, correct?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So to get us all pumped up for it, Dana, would you please play a song for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll give me a second to, get the vocal cords lubricated and
You got it. You got it. And honestly, the timing of all of this couldn't be better. Everybody is looking forward to getting out there again. And what a perfect way to do it by going out and seeing Dana and all this other
yeah,
great music on
absolutely.
Saturday.
Absolutely. So question, this is for Max Inc., right?
Yeah.
So that means I can drop some F-bombs?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. That's why I fucking love me some Max Inc.
There you go.
Because I was going to play this one song, but I'm like, it's Max Inc., so I'm going to try this other song.
Okay.
And it is a bit of a challenge, but it's the
Ooh.
title track off the new album, so
Excellent.
it is more fitting for sure. Definitely got to check my tuning. I did play with the Jonas 2 nights ago at Up North, and we used to have a monthly there before all the things.
Oh, yeah.
And that was our first time back at Up North after not playing there. It was awesome. It was awesome.
And can we look forward to more of those shows too?
I'm hoping so. Absolutely.
Great.
I'm sure we're going to get something on the books for Up North. We really love it there.
Awesome. That is great. Nice setup
right.
too.
So most of the songs on the new album are written during all the COVID stuffs and so I felt like I wanted to name the album after this song, Tunes on the Battlefield.
Yeah.
Felt like a lot of artists were just like, the world's on fire. Who wants to hear my songs? Like, how do we fit in this? Like, what do I do about this? Like, but you know what? Yeah. Cargo taught me, there was so many people that were like, thank you so much for keeping the music going. So many artists that were like, thanks for keeping it going. And I'm just like, I'm being fed. So like, so I like, we're going to make music about it.
Okay.
So. Take a deep breath in, gonna take a deep breath out, stick myself somewhere in between, linger for a while, feel it as the beat rolls in, pushing the anxiety out, let's turn ourselves into frequency and live there for a while, baby, on that fair, we'll be standing in sound waves, don't wake me up when this is all over, wake me up right now. All revolutions need tunes on the battlefield, and I'm a fucking warrior. I won't wake you up when this is all over. It's time to wake up right now. Everything you need, man, we got it right here. Music is the medicine, shake a dose and let it I'll tell you a little something about me. I got moves like you wouldn't believe. I felt the cold hard grin and that devil stare and let it take control. But I'll tell you a little something about me. I got a power like you wouldn't believe. I can turn this place into frequency and let it take control. Beyond the fear, we'll be swimming in sound waves. Don't wake me up when this is all over. Wake me up right now. Cause all revolutions need tunes on the battlefield, and I'm a fucking warrior. I won't wake you up when this is all over. It's time to wake up right now. But everything you need, baby, I got the cure. Music is the medicine, take a dose and let it in. 'Cause all revolutions need tunes on the battlefield, and I'm a fucking warrior. I wanna make you up when this is all over. Time to wake up right now. But everything you need, man, we got it right here. Music is the medicine, take a dose and
Oh, what? That is on fire.
Oh, thanks. It's definitely on fire with the full band,
Oh,
for sure.
man.
Definitely. It's going to be pretty outrageous. The Jonas goes nuts on the drums.
Yes. And
I feel like when I
trumpet.
lose control, they could just, you know, you'll be dazzled by all of their magic.
Dana, I just remember the first time I ever saw you play, and you just always just blow me away. I go back to that first time, you know, knowing that you wrote the song, hearing the words and what it means. But listening to you sing, you've got that unique, super cool voice. And then when you play guitar on top of it, it's like, what is happening?
Thanks, friend. You're awesome.
You are so great. We are so lucky to have you here, honestly.
We're lucky to have you.
Oh, gosh.
We're lucky to have you.
Okay. Anybody grab a pen if you want to write down how you can keep track of Dana. And we'll do this again at the end. But Dana, what are the best places for people that want to see if you're doing a show or if you're releasing anything or videos, whatever?
Well, honestly, you know what? I don't think I'm alone in saying that I'm a bit trying to get away from social media these days. I kind of do bare minimum posts on social media more. I have been getting really active on my website.
Your website
that
is awesome.
danaperrymusic.com.
Perfect.
So I most of, like, say the best way to keep track of all the stuff and things, and I do blog writings on there and all my music's on there, like everything, like all things related. I'm pretty much trying to make it a big center hub. So danaperrymusic.com is one of the best places.
Perfect.
But I am on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So you can just kind of look me up there. And my music's streaming on Spotify and Pandora and all the things. So
awesome. Oh yeah. You'll find her. Yes, you're going to want to find her if you haven't by now. So how do you feel about doing maybe a top 10 questions with Teri? We'll just roll on through these.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. First of all, where are you from, or where did you grow up?
Lake County, Illinois.
And Madison has you now.
It's out.
Okay.
It's recording and everything.
Oh, man.
It's a stone's throw. It's on the border of Wisconsin. Like, we got groceries in Wisconsin every day.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, we're a stone's throw.
Okay. So you were going to be Wisconsin at some point anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I was headed here.
All right. When did you first start playing music, and what did you start with?
Well, I've been singing since I was about as early as I can remember. Like, I'm 3 or 4, like real little, and been singing the whole time. But and I did the band stuff in school, you know, and I did music in school. Yep. So I technically started with flute at 9 years old, but I did that for just a handful of years, and then I was a choir geek. And then I went to school for music education. And it was in like my second year of college. So I was 20, or like my second or third year of college. I was 20 when I picked up the guitar. So I actually didn't start writing songs or around then until I was 20, and I'm 36. So 16 years is about how long I've been playing guitar and songwriting. So.
That's incredible. And what a great inspiration for other women that think, I can't do this. I'm too old. Oh, I hate that when people say that, because you're never too old. Ever.
I mean, honestly, I think some things that make it feel like people are too old are only because they just haven't tried it on or don't have the experience. I felt like I had such a background in music. I honestly felt like I could pick up anything and play it, but I was musically trained already in other things. So, you know, but I get it.
Okay. You play guitar, obviously, but you've also got, and I've watched you do this, that incredible tapping technique that you taught yourself, basically.
Oh, well, I mean, that was a result of self-brainwashing, because somebody exposed me to Andy McKee, and I cried. I was like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't even know anybody could use their guitar like that. And he was like playing it as a drum and stuff over here. And I was like smitten like a kitten in a mitten.
Oh.
So I just like soaked in various guitar players that played like that. And I'm like, I'm just going to look and try it. So, but yeah.
Will we see any of that at the album release? Are you including a little bit of that anywhere?
Oh, actually, I do have a one on the set list
Oh,
that's got
good.
a little bit of it.
Okay.
We're trying it as a full band. So I actually the instrumental that I have is because I think you're talking about that full instrumental piece that I have, right?
Yep.
So that's actually on the new album as a full
Woo!
band arrangement.
Okay.
So how fun that you brought that up. So
Mhm.
yeah, we might actually play that tomorrow
Oh, good.
or
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay. Looking forward to it. Oh my gosh, I love when you play like that, and you make it look easy, which is I know it's not. Do you
Oh,
have
you'd be
a
surprised. I bet I
oh
could get you playing it in like 5 minutes or
well, you
less.
you taught me. Here's a little secret for everybody. Dana taught me how to play guitar basically for Ladies Rock Camp in one day.
And
Ooh,
you
she's
killed it.
good. She is good. Well, thanks. That's because of you. Now, do you have a favorite venue to play?
Oh, that's really tough. It's hard to say because some venues, I'm like, oh man, that's my favorite venue. That's my favorite stage, like physical stage to be on with sound but that venue's like my favorite vibes and my favorite environment, or like that venue I love because of the intimacy, or so it's actually
Yeah.
really hard to pick. But I did notice so when we went through all this and I realized a phenomenal lack of gigs I had, and I was like, how I was so busy. And I looked at my calendar. I was like, where were all the places that I was playing that are closed now?
Right.
And, and it was Boss Meadery up north in High Noon. And I pretty much for like the last 2-3 years, like I had other gigs dispersed and I did a tour or two and did stuff, but like the bulk of my shows were played at Boss Meadery up north in High Noon.
Well, now we
So
can say you're getting back to it, which is going to be so
mhm,
great.
mhm.
Oh, good. Okay. If not a musician, what would you be?
That's a phenomenal question. And I actually have an answer for it.
Okay, I'm so
I believe
curious.
I would be in science, some multiple branches of science, most likely something in, uh, probably astrophysics, something in the land of dealing with space and frequencies and sounds, physics. I'd
Very
probably be.
Oh, well, it goes along with what you do when you're talking about sound. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That makes
I feel
sense.
like,
That
oh
makes
man, if
sense.
I didn't like make music, I would,
Yeah.
probably.
Cats, dogs, parrots, hamsters, any
Mhm.
pets? Or do you
I
love any in
just,
particular?
and maybe I can turn my camera to show, but we
Uh-oh.
very recently, we've only had him for a couple days, but we just got a little beta fish. See the fish tank
Yay!
there? We just
Oh,
got him. So we actually have a little fish.
that's
His
awesome.
name is Jonathan Livingston Longfin.
See, this is why I love doing this, getting to know everything you probably didn't want to share, but that is, oh, I love it. Okay. How about if you had a choice? Would you rather camp, tent, or be in a hotel?
Tent all the way.
Yep.
Well, depends on the conditions. I have
Okay.
lived a wanderer's lifestyle for multiple years. So I've stayed a lot in a lot of different like tent, kind of outdoor situations. For the
Yeah.
most part, we can make it work. But if I've been in that situation for a few weeks already, I'll probably want a hotel room. But
I
for,
gotcha.
but if it's just like, but if I'm living normal lifestyle, like
Mhm.
real people, I will tent outside camping all the way.
Okay. Perfect. Favorite color and why?
uh, I'm gonna say, well, I mean, I always say black,
Hmm.
but like the blackest of black, that void. But then people like to argue, well, that's not color, that's the absence of yada yada. And then there's a big
Ah,
philosophical debate on what color is.
right.
So if it's not black, I'd say I'm quite drawn to olive green.
Ah. That's a happy color too. At
Mhm.
least I
I
feel
like
like it
the
is.
earth tones. I'm drawn
Yes.
to the earth tones.
Perfect. Okay, what are you looking forward to right now? What's top of your mind that you're looking forward to?
Well, I mean, the album release for sure on
Yes.
Saturday,
Yep.
I'd say. I'm definitely looking forward to just getting through this transition of things opening back up for sure.
Yep.
I think, I worked today and there were people, there was maskless individuals and we are, after over a year, 16 months of, working, we're
Mhm.
allowed to take them off now. So I'm, you kind of, there's an anxiety and you can see people having an anxiety, but what's really beautiful, I noticed all day today is how many smiles there are. And
Oh,
it's contagious. Everyone's just like, well, hi. Like, there you are. There's your face. Like,
yeah.
and like, look at your smile. And now, like, smiles. And now there's just smiles all day. And everyone's just, endorphins are everywhere. And that's good. And I was like, no, man, this is a good thing. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep
Yeah.
doing it. That's
I
that
am there
we
with
deserve
you.
that. Like,
Oh my
you know.
gosh. I love how you described it as a transition, though. And I think if everybody can think of it that way and just
Yeah.
take their time in processing, I think we're all going to be okay, you know?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? Social media might be saying things, but like really, I think a lot of people, when you're out into the world and you're like physically, like you're seeing people and you're like interacting,
Mhm. Mhm.
even if it's scary at first for some people, I think that what I find is people are genuinely or generally more understanding of people's stories. So like, in cargo today, it wasn't everybody was unmasked. I'd say it was kind of like 50-50. Some people wanted them on and some people weren't. And if you didn't, you were like hi and smiles. And if
Yeah.
you were still smiles if they did have them on. Nobody, everyone for the most part was respecting each other's decision
Hmm.
and didn't care what their stories were or anything. And that was gave a lot of hope,
Oh,
basically. So it was nice. It was nice. So I
you know
recommend
what?
getting away from social media for a little while.
And I think that's a beautiful way for us to sort of end our conversation, just in reminding everybody
I
you're
mean, after you're done
okay.
watching this, of course.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's great. Again, remind everybody about Saturday night. Where can they come and actually see you and feel this great music and ambiance that's going to be happening?
Yeah, Saturday at Boss Meadery, 6:30 p.m.
Oh my gosh. Dana Perry with new incredible music and new
Thanks, friend.
merchandise too that looks amazing. So you're going
Yeah,
to want to
I
check
actually
it
got
out.
some t-shirts drying on the wall over there. That's my like area
Oh,
up there.
oh, look, those are so great. All
Is
right,
my
everybody,
merch
let's line up to buy them.
my merch making area.
That's so good,
That's what's cool
Dana.
about using this camera is I can just turn it around. I can show you my whole
I know,
place.
because
And
now
here
we
we
got
are.
to see your shirts and your pet fish. So that's
My
awesome.
banjo and
Great. And one more time, give us your website.
DanaPerryMusic.com.
Perfect. Dana, thank you so much and have a beautiful show.
Thank you,
And
friend.
good luck as you get more and more shows moving forward too. I'm so excited to see this and to see
Thank
you
you.
here, but to see you in person is going to be even better.
Yeah, yeah. I hope to see it. It's gonna be good. There's gonna be people I know that are going that have not seen each other or gathered for music in literally over a year.
Yes,
So I think it's gonna be really good vibes.
it's going to be amazing. Thank you, everybody. Dana Perry. Woo! Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dana. And see you really soon.
Thank you, friend.
Okay. Bye, Dana.